Okay, I couldn't help myself. I had to mic this thing up. So I've basically recreated my existing microphone setup on my other Superstar kit. Let's start over here. We've got an AKG D4 on the snare and hi-hat. We have a Shure SM57 here on tom number 1 and the crash. We have an SM57 on tom number 2 and the ride. And then we have a PVM 332 or whatever this microphone is that I have on the tom on the other kit. So all dynamics except for the kick has my MXL Guitar Cube condenser microphone right on it. So let's just go ahead and hear what this kit sounds like. But before we do that, I do want to describe what I just went through. I spent about 2 hours tearing this thing apart, cleaning it down. I used this product here, which is called Music Nomad, the Guitar 1 polish, which is, you know, just a cleaning, polishing formula. So all of these drums have been wiped down, the lugs, the hoops, and I lubricated all of the screws to make sure that they are in fact where they need to be. So that's the microphone array, that's what's capturing the sound, and I think we can get a fuller idea of what this kit sounds like with this isolated mic array. So let's just hear kind of every single component individually and then as an entire kit. So here's the hi-hat first. So that is the Zildjian, I believe it's from the 70s, late 70s, the hollow logo Zildjian 14-inch hi-hat. Very nice sounding hi-hat. And there you go. Here we have a Slingerland, I think it's around the same era, 1979, 1980, a Slingerland snare. I don't know the exact model because it's not printed on there and I'm not a Slingerland expert, but here's what this sounds like on its own. This snare does have a baffle or a mute on it. I don't know exactly what it was called in this era, but it's a dial. And I got it kind of just engaging slightly to take out some of those extra overtones from this metal snare. So that's what it sounds like. Here's our crash. Again, a Zildjian hollow logo from probably 1979 or 1980. And let's hear the ride to finish out our cymbal pack before we get to the toms. Damn, that thing sounds like a UFO. Okay, we've done all cymbals, the snare. Let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this Superstar kit. Let's start with the toms. Tom number 1, which is a 13 by 13. These are all power tom sizes, so relatively square, maybe 13 by 12, but watch my previous video to get the sizes. Oh, these things just ring forever. I tuned these toms very precisely this time with the TuneBot. According to the resonant tone of the shell. You tap on the shell and it makes a tone. In this case, it was A, C, and G for the toms. So I tuned each tom to their resonant frequency, and they sound really, really good. Here's tom number 2, the 14 power tom. Damn, that thing sounds like a floor tom unto itself. And here it is, hanging up like a frickin' regular 14-inch, but it is massive. Okay, let's move on to the 16 by 16. This is the oldest tom of this set. As I discovered, these two toms are from 1983 and they were added probably later. I don't know if they swapped them out or what, but we have these toms now, and the kick and the floor tom seem to be kind of around the same vintage. So this is a 1980 floor tom, 83 rack toms or power toms. That thing is just massive sounding. I have an 18-inch tom on the Superstar Super Maple kit right behind the camera, and I wager to say this one sounds bigger than that. I got to spend some time on that tom to see if I can tune it a little bit better, but this one, that's just massive. It sounds huge. It sounds like another power tom. So the last thing that we need to hear is the kick. So let's go ahead and hear that. For the pedal, I'm using my Dixon precision coil pedal. It's just a single pedal, not a double pedal, but it sounds like this. Oh, it's huge. It's massive, this thing. The 24 by 16-inch kick is really a great sounding drum on either of these kicks. But with the new tuning, I tuned it as low as it can go on the bass kick. I didn't tune it to a pitch, just went as low as it could go. And I noticed that inside of this drum was a big old furry fuzzy blanket. So I took that out and I replaced it with a bit more purpose-built pillow that sits on both sides of the batter and the reso head. So it's compressed between the two heads, and it's just a low-lying baffle that doesn't interfere with the airflow too much. It just keeps the overtones a little more tamed. So that's the whole kit in individuality. Let's hear it en toto. All right, so that's what this drum set sounds like, all mic'd up with a kind of close mic situation. I don't have any room mics right now. Typically, I would have two SM57s or 58s out in front in a cross pattern about 32 inches. And that typically will capture a bit more of the room with sound. But right now I just have close-up mics, so that's what this thing sounds like. I'll do a little bit of mixing just so things aren't popping out. But other than that, I'm not going to throw any compression, maybe a little EQ as well, but I'm not going to mess with the sound too much. So I just wanted to make that absolutely clear. What you're hearing is pretty much what I'm hearing, or at least what I should be hearing. But I am wearing ear protection as well, and I suggest you do the same if you are going to be playing drums. If you would like to purchase this whole kit, it is for sale. This thing is for sale. I don't have a need for two big-ass Tama Superstar kits. I love this kit. It sounds really, really great, but I just love the Super Maples that much more. And I don't know, it's completely irrational. I think the sound is apples to apples. But as far as the ease of use and everything, I think that I go aim towards the regular size toms. But if you're in the market for 1, 2, 3, or the whole set of power toms, or power toms plus the rest of this stuff, then let me know and we can work out a deal or maybe trade for something. I am interested in Yamaha drums next, and not necessarily next, but in addition to my obsession with Tama, I've been really looking at the Yamaha range, and I want to get a made in Japan Yamaha set. So if you're looking to trade a stage custom or something from the 80s made in Japan, let's talk and see if we can work something out. I'd be willing to trade shell pack for shell pack, or if you want cymbal and hardware as well, we can talk as well. So this is Tanner Knight. You've been watching Tanner's Favorite Things. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and if you have any suggestions about what I should check out next, send them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and if I can make a video on it, I will. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.